A new week begins with the new event as the 2020 Marble League rolls into its fourth competition. The Newton's Cradle made its debut in front of a packed house at the newly renovated Andromedome, and the home team definitely gave its fans something to be excited about, breaking the so-called host curse with their first medal of the season. This is the Marble Report. Newton's Cradle comes in as the first ever duo event in Marble League history, and coordination proved to be an important factor. Time and time again, the alignment between the striker and skipper was a very good indicator of a team's success. Teams that were able to channel all momentum into a clean, straight exit off the cradle routinely had better results. So what factors impacted a team's performance in this event? Ultimately, it boiled down to a combination of a few factors: marble weight, horizontal handoff vector, and vertical handoff vector. The ideal team build would include the heaviest marble as striker with the lightest marble as skipper, so as to conserve the most possible momentum through the cradle handoff. This means that teams with a wide variety in marble weights would be most likely to have the edge in this event. Unfortunately, individual athlete weights are not available, so we can only speculate and infer from results how much of an impact this had on the end results. Next comes factors related to the actual handoff. How high was the launch, and how well aimed was the launch? We'll see here that while the role of skipper is a very glamorous position, a lot of the actual work that goes into the end result comes down to the striker, who needs to make decisions and precise adjustments while falling at near terminal velocity. Firstly, the vertical factor. The ideal handoff would limit the impact of the springy track, allowing as much momentum as possible to be put towards the ascent up the ramp. Send the skipper off on too low of a trajectory, and they will be pushed down into the track, wasting valuable momentum, as we can see here with the Thunderbolts. You can even see more evidence of this based on how Thunder here launches up into the air after contact. Clearly, he has hit the cradle at too high of an angle, transferring all the momentum into Lightning from above and pushing him down onto the track. The Hornets made the same mistakes as well, with Stinger getting significant airtime after the handoff. The inverse is also true. Striking the cradle at too low of an angle can launch the skipper high into the air, wasting valuable momentum as the ramp absorbs the impact of the landing. We can see this happen here with the bumblebees, minty maniacs, and green ducks. Not only does the vector from the handoff cause a spike upwards, but the striker themselves gets pushed down into the track, causing the spring that we see on the receiving end of the handoff, providing an extra vertical launch that takes away from their momentum up the ramp. Next, we have the horizontal factor. As we can see here with Mellow Yellow, striker Yella delivers what appears to be a solid contact to his end of the cradle, but the transference of momentum was not actually applied in a straight horizontal vector up the ramp. As soon as Yellow was launched, we can see here how his trajectory took him to the edge of the ramp, causing the back and forth wobble effect that becomes apparent as Yellow makes his way further up the ramp. We can see this exact cause in a number of the bottom half finishers, including the Balls of Chaos and Team Momo, who you can see here landing on the near side of the ramp. This is in contrast to Team Galactic, who were able to focus all their momentum on a direct path up the ramp. So how did this translate into final results? Taking third spot on the podium were the Raspberry Racers, who put in another solid performance, earning their second medal of the year and holding on to fourth place in the overall standings. The defending champions have definitely shown that they're not just a flash in the pan, and intend on remaining in the mix for the championship. This event marks the 21st consecutive event that they have been seeded in the top 8 of the overall standings, an ongoing Marble League record. Team Galactic, as we mentioned off the top, broke the host curse, becoming the fastest host team in Marble League history to earn a medal, doing it only in 4 events. The medal vaults them into 6th place overall, a jump of 7 positions over the last event. The Rangers showed again why they're one of the most recognized names in marble sports, taking their second gold of the young season and claiming 1st place overall, jumping just a single point ahead of the Minty Maniacs. The Minty Maniacs, on the other hand, had a brief fall from their incredible opening successes, finishing in 6th place, their first non-podium finish of the 2020 season. On the other side of the spectrum, things just keep getting worse and worse for Mellow Yellow, who took yet another last place finish. This leaves them with only 6 points over the first 4 events. The 70-point gap between them and the first place Rangers is the largest we've seen after 4 events in Marble League history. The Thunderbolts, Oceanics, and Hornets also turned in poor performances, and look like they have begun to settle into their place at the bottom of the standings with alarming consistency. With a quarter of the events already passed, they will need to make an impact within the next event or 2 if they ever intend to stay remotely competitive in the 2020 race. And that's all the news for today. I'm Offbeat, and this has been the Marble Report.